All right, I've heard the term casting probably hundreds of times in golf instruction, and you probably have too. It's always in the most negative way possible. Well, I think casting is exactly what we do in a good golf swing. Let's head over to the real swamp and I'll show you what I mean. Hey everybody, welcome back to the swamp. Okay, their definition of casting is pretty much early releasing as your first move in the downswing. If you do the same thing anywhere else, then it's just called early releasing, which is bad, but not as bad as that wicked casting. Well, I contend that casting, just like with the fishing rod, is one of the closest activities we do resembling a golf swing. It's really the only other thing we do that involves using your arms and wrists to whip around a weight at the end of a stick. First, you have to understand that this is not the only way we cast. You know, we cast in all kinds of different planes, to use a golf term. You know, from up here to over here to down here, all the way to down there. You know, some of these guys are so good, they actually skip their lures like skipping stones along the water. You know, to get under docks or overhanging trees. It's really quite impressive. Here's what makes it so much like golf. When we cast, we're always feeling the weight at the end of the rod, just like it should be in golf. And we're building up lag, just like in golf. You know, when the rod bends coming forward and the weight lags behind, it's actually easier with the rod because it's so much more whippy. And we're using the exact same arms and wrist movements that we use in golf. And just like golf, the cast ends at full extension. There's no kind of follow through because the weight's gone. And as I've showed you before, the follow through in the golf swing only happens because we don't throw the weight. Most importantly, when you're casting, you let go of the weight before the end of the cast, during the whipping of the wrist. The same way as you have to hit a golf ball, before the end of the swing. You know, in the middle of whipping of the wrist, what they call releasing. But that's a whole other video. Okay, now I'm going to talk conspiracy theory. All right, if I was a golf instructor, I would definitely use casting a fishing rod as an analogy for golf. I'd figure most people can relate with this simple task that most of them have done. But no, these instructors badmouth casting but promote hockey. First of all, how many people do you know who played hockey compared to how many people you know who've tried fishing? You know, I did play hockey as a kid, and through my entire adult life, I met maybe one other guy who's also played. You know, now I've seen dozens, if not hundreds, of videos with instructors passing out hockey sticks to their victims. Look it up. So, what's their plan? First, teach them how to play hockey, and then tell them how it relates to golf? Well, it doesn't. Hockey is nothing like a golf swing. First of all, it's not a stick with a weight at the end that you whip around with your arms and wrists. It's just a stick. And here's how a slap shot works. You know, you slam the stick down on the ice a few inches behind the puck and press down hard enough to bend the stick. That's the only way they have to build up their version of lag. And then release that built up energy into the puck. Talk about hitting it fat. I'm not sure about you, but I certainly don't need lessons on how to hit it fat. I'm already pretty good at that. Make sure you check out the end. I've got 2 contests in this one. Should be fun. This is where my conspiracy theory comes in. Now, I've never been one who believes in conspiracy theories, but nothing else makes any sense to me. I know for a fact that they teach all kinds of mind games at these instruction schools. Bizarre little things like how to hold on to a club while talking to your students. And I don't mean how to grip it. I'm talking about just holding on to it, you know, and certain key words and phrases to use. you know, crazy little things designed to mess with your mind. You know, they need you to be mixed up, confused, and overwhelmed with the complexity of it all. That's how they keep you coming back for more. It seems like they try to steer us away from anything familiar and simple, or at best, try to mix in the simple with their complexity, which makes it even worse. Then they start spotting out all of their med student anatomy class nonsense, like ulnar deviation and radial deviation, among other stuff. You know what? What, do we have to go back to school just so we can take a golf lesson? My goal is to free up your mind of all the useless, complex, paralyzing thoughts that are making it impossible for your body to relax and perform like it does with all the other sports and activities you've done through your entire life. Okay, whoa, my clubs are on fire. I told you it was hot down here. Oh, look out, honey. Oh,
Where'd the other one go?
I think it went in the garage. Don't worry about it.
But the car's in there.
More. Wow. Now it's back in the garage, or what's left of it.
Call the fire department. Just call the fire department.
Okay. Hello, operator. Get me the fire department. Yeah, that's the one. Hello, fire department? This is the smoking golfer. My garage is on fire. Yeah, and make sure you send Johnny and Roy. Okay, bye. I gotta take care of this. I'll be right back. Well, that was fun. All right, here's the two contests. The first one to answer in the comments wins. The first one, which most of you probably already know, who are Johnny and Roy? The second one is for you fishermen, or anglers if you prefer. What kind of lure did I have on my fishing rod? Both prizes are a golf glove or a sleeve of 3 balls of your choice, and you decide which one you want. And again, the timeline in the comments will decide who wins. Well, that's about it. Hope you liked what I said. Any questions or comments, you know what to do. And please like and subscribe. Until next time, see you at the swamp.